I have to tell you, I like that Matt, the new intern.
So do I. He was here early.
Way before Monica.
Came and asked me if there's anything I needed.
In fact, Monica's not even here yet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he said, is there anything you need? He told you there's a contest thing.
Yep.
Wow, we like that Matt.
Those damn Canadians.
He's quiet, but yet also knows what's going on.
Right, no drama.
No, wow. What if we like him?
Yeah, I like him already. It's been 2 days.
I know, this is going to suck, Jack, because now we can't be mean to him.
Right, well, there's nothing. We haven't. It's going to take us a few weeks because he is a quiet guy to figure out what we want to harass him about. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't come out. It'll come up, like, we'll find out he's a huge Star Wars fan or something, and then we'll
good. Okay, like he collects figurines.
Right, or something will come up, trust me.
Okay, all right. I'm just going through everything from yesterday because I have this pile that's red, and then it's going to confuse me with your red that you have today because everything's a red paper.
I'm sorry. I can alternate paper colors.
But it just that this means yesterday, Jack, and oh my God, there's so much to talk about today.
That's my dad.
Red's red.
Huh?
Red's red.
I don't know. You're all disheveled from last night. Stench had a long night, Precious.
I hate our bosses.
I know, me too.
And it's like this, to keep it really real. The way that we do stuff around here is we have meetings and we decide things.
No, we don't. You know what they tell us to do?
And then they decide they don't like what we decided, and then they change it, and then I have to argue with idiots all day about it.
Here's what happened.
After this show.
We had a meeting, and the one boss said, well, if things aren't getting done, you need to do it yourself.
Right.
Everything.
Even produce stuff like commercials and stuff, which we don't mind. That's our job. Fine. But, we don't want to, like, go over anybody's head because God knows there's a power trip going on here.
Yeah.
So we kind of laugh when our biggest boss flies into town and says, dudes, just do it yourself.
Pick your own music. Make
do
your own
all you want.
And to describe do it your own self, to let people know, there are some morning shows in this building that have a staff of about 10 people. You've got the 3 people you hear right now and Monica, who's outside this room, and an occasional intern. That's the staff of this show.
We have these 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, because I pay Monica.
Yeah, and she's doing other stuff, and we've got these 3 people.
We have us 3, you guys. Yeah. This is you know what? We have us 3. Hey, Matt, can you do me a favor? Can you come here? Oh, this could be fun. Okay, that's right. Hey, if you walk down the hall, like past this one radio station to the next one, it's called Kiss FM. Yeah. Will you ask anybody right around there, will you just say, how many people does Ryan Seacrest have on his staff? Yeah, you just ask somebody real nice. Just go, I was just wondering. I'm taking a little survey. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Yeah.
And then most radio stations, there's a thing called production, which is the people that do the commercials and all the sound effects and the big voices you hear.
That's right.
And they say, like the Coldplay in a cold place. You hear that, and like, that's cool. Well, guess what? All the people that do that here, they fired. Yeah. So we do all that, too. There's one guy that does commercials.
We're a little fired up today.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? I support you.
And then fight with idiots all day because they're stupid assholes.
Wow.
What? Oh, I'm worked up today because I'm tired of this.
I support you.
It's like, if you want me to do it this way, tell me to do it this way, and then we'll all work and we'll all do it this way.
Well, it's because we decided to do something.
I know. And we're doing a lot on our own right now.
It was way better when we decided not to do it. Let's just go back to not doing stuff.
No, but in the end, here's what sucks.
Let's go back to not doing anything.
You're totally right. But in the end,
because it doesn't pay.
It's our show. And the bottom line is it's our asses on the line. No matter how stupid these guys are, if it gets so bad the ratings go down, they'll fire us. It won't be these idiots that get fired. It'll be us for not getting it done.
Yes. Hi, Matt.
Hello. About 10.
About 10. Okay, will you just go down there and say that we have 3?
Yeah.
Will you just tell them the Star Morning Show has 3?
But tell them you're the new up and coming riser intern though.
Yeah, but that you're here. Is Micah still not here?
No.
Wow, Matt, you're awesome.
We might want to call her because now I'm worried about her.
And also, I don't know if you know Monica Medina's phone number. I have one.
I have one.
Yeah, let me see how she's doing. Maybe she crashed.
Is there anybody's phone number you haven't memorized?
Well, I call her all the time.
You're the Rain Man.
I know, it's amazing.
Jamie is so Rain Man.
You can't find your keys, but there is not a number you haven't dialed you don't remember.
I have that. Not Tourette's. What do I have? I have
autism or
yeah, I'm autistic. Yeah, just go down there and say, wow, tell them congratulations, we have 3. Okay? All right. And tell him not to write his own liner because they won't read it.
Yeah.
Hello?
Where are you?
I'm pulling into the parking lot.
Matt was here at 5.
Yeah.
He was.
He made me muffins.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and he put spread on my toast.
Yeah, he had it waiting.
What do they eat in Canada?
Same stuff as here.
Oh, what radio station you listen to? Ryan Seacrest with 10 people employed?
And I don't think that's an accurate number. I've seen more than 10 people.
Well, but I think he's actually has people
But
that work
he
for
has
him too.
employees.
It takes 10 people to get Ryan into the building.
Yeah.
Matt, can you give me? Hold on, Monica.
Okay.
Can you ask how many people Ryan employs also, like separately from from the radio station? Yeah, because I know that we employ 10 people, but how many does Ryan employ? Thank you, Matt. I can't believe we sent him down to the Ego Hall.
Right.
And he has no idea he's green, so he doesn't know he should act differently.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
he doesn't know he
awesome.
should bow in the presence
He has no idea we're killing his radio career right now.
Exactly. All right.
You'll never work at E, you Canadian bastard.
Monica, what are you all right? With morning sickness? What?
No, I just ran into some traffic going from the 710 into the 5. I don't know what the hell was going on there, but
Gang fight.
Don't swear at us.
Yeah, we're already
sorry.
angry. Stench is getting me more fired up too because I was already
angry
pissed.
with
But
you guys. I'm sorry.
huh?
I'm angry with you guys. I've been listening, and
Now she's angry with us.
You know, there's 3 of us, Monica plus you.
I know.
I didn't include you in the 3 because it
know.
seems more dramatic.
Yeah.
Monica didn't seem thrilled.
Because then if I include you, then that's 4. So I wanted to do like 3 and then a separate.
Right.
Yeah, no, like the 3 to 10 ratio sounds a lot better than
Yeah,
4 to 10.
yeah, exactly.
But I do have good news.
What?
I hired someone yesterday to do some production for us. We'll just see if they ever get paid from the company, but I hired them as of working for this company.
Stench.
It doesn't matter. I'm just doing stuff, getting it
Okay,
done.
but we know that we've been told what to do, and then we do it, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm trying to be that team player, and when Michael Martin said, "Hey, you know what? If it doesn't get done, you guys just do it yourself." So I've been writing that damn promo,
and that's what I did yesterday.
and the ego trip in this room, not in this room, but in other rooms,
In the hallways.
we'll never let it be read. So I just don't want to do it anymore. Okay, we're not going to do it. We're going to go back. Here's what we do.
Go back to our islands in the stream.
We're going to go back to our island. We're not going to play because it doesn't work out. And we're just not going to do it. We're just not going to do it because it doesn't matter anyway if we do.
Well, and in the end, truth be known, that's not our job to do in the first place at a real radio station. At a real radio station,
not a real radio
you have
station.
bosses that are involved and do these things. We don't have
On our
that here.
EIP, we gave away action figures. We're not a real radio station.
Well, now we moved it up, though. Now you can go to see Coldplay in a cold place. Now it's really cool, but only because you complained about it.
Matt
We
shook
gave
his
away-
head in the window, which means they shot him down as far
What
as.
happened, Matt?
What happened, Matt?
Well, I think I'm burning my bridges before I cross them.
No, you're okay. You be authoritative, Matt. They have nothing on us.
Well, they said
We
they
give
don't
away
know. They're not
action
sure.
figures.
I said more than 10. They said no. I said how about 5? She said I don't think so.
Ooh.
So probably less
So
than 5.
15.
So
Maybe.
Yeah.
maybe.
So he
20.
has 15 employees.
I'd say 15 to 20 employees seems right over there.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
You know what, Matt? You can swim to our island. It's okay.
Thank you.
Do you know that song, Matt?
Song? Islands in the
Islands
Stream,
in the
Matt.
stream.
Islands in the
Oh,
stream.
That is what we are.
Do you know Celine Dion?
I know who she is. Can't say I'm a fan though.
All right, we
Oh,
like
Matt.
that.
I was
Yeah.
just throwing out Canadian superstars.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
Wow,
Canadian
wow,
watch it
Jack,
too
that's a
much
fun
anymore.
game. All right, well, Matt, thank you very much. You did a great job this morning. Thank you for being here for free.
I do what I can.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah, nice.
Like him.
That's good. I like him too.
They
All
haven't
right.
beat the will to live out of him yet.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's start the happy little show, and let's just know that we tried and we did what we were told, and it didn't work out. Now we're done. Okay. And that way you can be happy, and you should let it go.
Can I hit someone?
Yeah, but you know what? That Craig Rossi, he weighs a lot.
He's
like
big.
him.
It would be a fair fight.
He'll just explode.
I like him though. He would be the least of
Yeah,
the
but
ones that I
I'm
want to
kind
hit.
of disappointed in his lack of.
You know what he's trying to do? He's
Balls.
He's trying to play, all sides of the fence here and get stuff done and just move people forward and
not trying to get
he's got his
anything
work
done.
cut out for him.
He's not trying to get anything done. We tried to get it done, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he wasn't at our meeting though, so he doesn't know what happened.
Why do we
Big
call the
boss.
biggest boss? Where's he?
Which one?
Michael
There's
Martin.
500 of them.
Michael Martin, the one that told us to do that
Yeah.
thing that we're doing.
That's what we're gonna have to do. And then he's gonna say, "Do it yourself and get it done," which is what we do. And then other people don't like us getting stuff done and pull the rug
We're
out.
not going to do it anymore. We're not doing anything for these people. We're against them. We're an island.
They're definitely against us. I know that.
Well, duh. We've known this forever. Let's just not do anything anymore, okay? Let's just do our show. We're not going to go out of the way, and we're not going to come up with ideas. We're not going to do anything when they come to us. Oh, you got to come up with an idea. We're not doing anything, okay? We're not doing. I know that the whole thing was, oh, well, if you want stuff done, do it yourself. Well, we tried that, and the freaking guy with the ego and the fat ass and that fop.
Which one?
Well, now you know he has that front ass. I mean, he just has a problem, and so that's it. You know how some people have to be in control?
Yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
So this will be like this because he has to be in control. Oh my God, they made a decision. Oh no, they're doing something. So we're not gonna do it.
Can we get a midget for our island?
No, Jack.
I
can't
like
have a midget.
midgets.
Hey,
Like
by the
Fantasy
way,
Island?
how do you get a midget?
What do you mean?
You can buy one.
Like to
No,
keep or...
birthing wise.
Oh, it's a genetic thing. So I mean, I think they.
But do you know that you're gonna have a midget before you have a midget?
That's a fair question. I don't know.
Like, could I be having a midget?
Maybe.
Only if you boned a midget.
No,
No,
that's not true.
I've seen tall
No,
people
yeah.
with midgets.
There's got to be
And
a
I've seen
midget in the
midgets
bloodline.
with normal-sized kids. I watched a documentary on them.
Yeah,
so.
I don't. Does a midget have to be in the
like
bloodline?
Somewhere down that line, there's got to be a
Are
midget.
you sure?
Yeah, but then again, how would the first midget come?
Yeah, I don't listen to him. He's no doctor.
Do you know anyone ever
I
that's
can't
had
listen.
a midget, the normal person that
I'm
you
gonna
know?
be like
it on
our boss
TV.
and not listen to you.
I hate you two too. I'm on my own island on the island.
Hey, you guys! Queen Latifah's on the show. Louis Evans is on the show. Ashley Simpson sex tape. The exclusive audio from the Ashley Simpson sex tape. We have that. Plus, if you saw last night's Bachelorette, we have the Is it the doctor?
Did you see her, the crazy girl?
What the hell's wrong with that chick?
That chick's crazy.
I love her. All right, and we'll do first call of the day when we come back. The last thing, because we're all off the air, we're just all buzzing. We're like freaking out because it was really cute though. Matt, the intern. What did he just say to you? I love him.
By the way, this intern is very gung-ho and wants to help and contribute and is here early every day and is like, hey, can I help? Can I help? What can I do?
Right, he's awesome.
He just asked me in the hallway, hey, who does the music? And he's an intern. I'm walking by like, oh, whatever. This is who does the music. And he goes, well, I wonder if they know that they played the same song yesterday at the same time. I about crap myself.
Well, that is variety, Matt. We play the same songs
like,
at the same time.
crap!
Come here, Matt. It's okay. Don't be upset. Come here.
And honestly, it was like, and he's
It's total
right.
innocent.
And he's right. And you know what? There's so much going on. We don't pay attention to that, but maybe we should.
Did we play this song the same time
I
yesterday?
don't know about the same time, but it played yesterday morning. Not that
Yeah.
It's a great song.
That song does rock. I like that one.
I think a lot of people like that song.
I enjoy it as well.
So,
Don't get me wrong.
well, were you worried or something, or did you feel like that might not be part of the variety package?
Well, I don't know. I went to school for radio, and they taught us not to play the same songs within like a 2-hour.
Oh, they
block
didn't teach us
within
that.
a couple of days.
That's why you don't go to school.
We'll correct everything you learned in radio school, Matt.
They told you not to play it like in the next day at the same time. They
Well,
told
like
you
within a 2-hour block, because then you hear the same songs every day.
Yeah.
right, Matt. They did teach you that. That is
You're an
good.
intern and you have learned well.
That is.
Thank you.
They taught you that.
Yeah. It's one of the few things we learned in school.
It's just the icing on the cake, and
Well,
instead,
it's the last thing on this
you
show
are
that-
building my fireball, baby.
It's the last thing on this show that we don't control 100%.
Wow. All right.
I
Well,
have to
thank
talk
you,
about
Matt.
it
No,
going
Matt,
You know what?
you're
If
helping.
we put 4 more hours in the day, I could program the music for the show.
Matt, you are helping. You are helping so much our anger problem today. Thank
I
you.
do what I can.
We do
Yeah.
appreciate you.
We do, and it was all out of innocence, so that was very sweet.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it because they're gonna come off and say you're saying that we don't play variety, you're being vindictive and all that. Hey, Matt is just this innocent guy that learned at school. You're not supposed to play the
That's
same.
what's to help what he learned in broadcast college.
Right.
It's just funny. Thank you, Matt. You've
okay.
done a great job today. Already,
Thank you.
yeah. We're like what, 26
Yeah.
minutes into this
Yeah.
podcast.
6 o'clock, I'm going to chill.
Okay,
Chillax.
here's what I'm gonna say. This is it, and then we're dropping the whole out of this
I'll fight you
show
too.
crap. Okay?
Okay.
We didn't do it before, and nobody got their panties in a wad about the liner and the promo.
Yeah, but
Okay?
there was somebody that did it at the station then.
No, nobody did the morning show promo or liner.
Oh, okay.
Nobody did it,
Yeah.
and nobody's panties were in a wad. We decided to start doing it, and now it's a thing. Let's go back to not doing it.
Okay.
See, everybody was much happier when we didn't do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're not doing it because it's too much trouble to try to get stuff done here.
And every now and then we can just call Bradley and kind of tell him.
Yeah,
He's our
exactly.
friend.
Let's just go back. That way there's no power trips and nobody's freaking out. And oh my God, the morning show's trying to actually, do something better for the rest of the radio station. And let's just not do that. We're just done. We're done.
The hostile takeover of the radio station when we do something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they think for whatever reason we're trying to do something against them. And it's become this whole blown out of proportion thing. It doesn't have to be this big. Let's just go back. We haven't done one of these things for 8 years. Okay?
Yeah.
And now that we've tried, it didn't work out. We're just not going to do it anymore. Okay? That way everybody can be happy.
Yeah.
And nobody's panties are all in a wad, even though in that big fat guys, I don't think you can get those panties up there.
Yeah. And Matt, don't you pay attention to that damn music anymore. Troublemaker.
Yeah, and don't mention that we play the same songs at the same time anymore.
Sorry.
Into your
It
broadcast
doesn't matter
career.
what you learned at school.
Yeah,
This is
school's wrong.
variety, damn it. Did y'all see The Bachelor last night,
Yes.
Jack?
No.
Why?
I had a Star 98.7 softball game to attend.
Oh, that's right. Jack
It wasn't
played
until
softball.
10, Jack.
It was
I didn't
on
get
10.
home until 10:45. Our game was at 9.
You have TiVo, dumbass.
Yeah.
I wasn't sitting up at 10:45 to watch.
Oh,
The Bachelor.
you were not dedicated to
You
this
know what?
program.
Honestly, though, it was okay until the very end when Crazy Girl went crazy.
I know, because I was waiting forever and ever because I knew that we were going to have the crazy girl on,
Yeah.
so I needed to watch it.
And I kept going, where's the Crazy Girl?
And it was so funny because I said to my boyfriend, I need to watch the show for our show. Because
Right.
our job never ends here at Star 98.7.
No, it doesn't.
Even in the 10 o'clock hour, we are working for you. Sure, it's just laying on our asses watching a television show that we can
Right.
talk about, but that's work.
Yeah, it is work. On the island, we're very busy.
You're very, very busy. I went to be a dentist.
Right.
We're very busy like little elves. So anyway, I say to my boyfriend, we got to watch this Bachelor show. And he, of course, is like,
Right. I don't blame him.
dude, but Viva La Bam and Punked are on.
Right.
Oh.
You have to remember what he likes to watch. He doesn't want to see some pretty boy doctor talk to 20 broads, you know?
No, he does not, Jack. And the commentary was priceless. I wish I had the audio on that.
Yep.
So he is so excited that there are 3 limos full of women. I mean, I can't tell you. He's like, so let me get this straight. There's this guy, and he gets to pick from all those limos of women. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, honey, that's how it works. He's like, oh, that's righteous.
25 American women in Paris.
I don't think he even said righteous. It's the only
Right.
cool word
Yeah.
that I know, but I think it was like from Wayne's World.
Something like, yeah.
Swing.
Right.
He said something like, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I think he said something normal. I just want to make him
That's
sound
extraordinary.
like it. That's extraordinary. It was unprecedented.
Jeeves, fetch me another latte.
Exactly. So he's like, "Are you?" I mean, he goes, "I really haven't seen that." So the guy gets Jamie. The guy really stands there while these boatload of beautiful women come out and go hi, and they all want to bone him. I'm like, yes, honey. Why is it? But they're all beautiful, and they all are just like, hi, hi, hi.
Did you know what the problem is? Because he's never seen this. The idea of what the show should be in a man's head is way different than what the show really is.
Right. In his mind, they're all having a 20,
They all
25
get in a
way.
hot tub naked.
Yeah. Well, they
and-
kind of do, Jack.
Towards the end, you get about a dozen.
As it gets a little desperate for some of these
Right.
women, they're putting out.
Yeah.
He's like, this is amazing television.
Well, you know what it is? And it's because of women's competitive. All women want to win against the other women, so they get really
They
crazy.
become pathetic.
It makes it a good show.
They become pathetic individuals is what it happens. I go, it's not fair because they all become pathetic. I go, but wait, let me just tell you, they have the opposite of this show, and the men become pathetic. He's like, I doubt they become this pathetic.
Yeah, they don't. They become different, pathetic. Well, they don't. You know what? On The Bachelor, when it's a woman or The Bachelorette, whatever it's called, the guys get competitive and kind of jerky
Wanna
to each
fight.
other. Yeah, but they're not like the same. Like they don't cry and like. I knew we had a connection from the first moment, like the women do.
Oh,
Well,
you know?
we had this big argument about who becomes more pathetic, the
Right.
25 men or 25
Here's the
women.
difference on that I love about both these shows. On The Bachelorette, every girl standing there, you could see in her eyes, oh my God, he's not going to pick me. And she's shaking and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe he's not going to pick me. And then he picks her and she's so relieved. Every guy standing there just knows he's getting picked. He's like, oh, she's picking. And
She's totally
and then when
picking
the
me.
guy doesn't get a rose, it's like,
like-
I can't believe she didn't pick me. I'm the best looking guy here.
Yeah, they
guys.
don't cry like
Yeah,
like
they
Jack
get
was
mad.
saying. They're like,
They get mad at the other guys
screw
too.
her, whore.
Yeah.
Like that guy doesn't have any abs, and he,
Yeah.
you know,
He's
they'll
a
be like mad
loser.
at the other guys.
Yeah, they don't freak out. So we
Yeah.
have the crazy girl who freaked out last night. I mean, she's a physician and she's not oncologist. Freaked out. Like you would think a highly educated.
Yeah, what a bad career move.
Yeah, I would.
You don't want to see your doctor freak out over some guy,
Especially
in
an
Paris.
oncologist. That's
On
cancer.
the first
Right.
date,
If I have
too.
cancer, I'm not
Right.
going to that psycho.
She's the first person to get voted off. She knew this guy for an hour.
Right.
So here's the other thing. So my boyfriend, and this is just a 30-year-old guy's opinion. He's like, let me just tell you something. Right now, he's not having a connection with anyone. He's just picking the hot babes.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right. The
I
first
go, you don't think there's maybe like a giggly, happy girl that's not as hot? And he goes, well, I mean, maybe he thinks about the show and who will be good for the show. He goes, but right now, it's just hot babes. He's only picking hot babes.
I think the reason you don't pick someone that's good for the show is that girl last night would have been great to continue on because she's crazy.
She was crazy. I know.
Honestly, if
So
that
do
was
you
the
think
case,
that if you have 25 women in front of you, none of them are about their personality, it's just all hot babes?
If this is
Yeah.
like your first date
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
totally, because you don't even know him to know.
I go, some of them he's picking on personalities. Like, he is not. It's just hot babes.
you may, though, however, get enough of conversation with a hot girl to realize she's a dumbass and get rid of her.
He said they don't care.
But the other way around, I don't think so. I don't think you see.
You're hoping that they're dumb because then they'll put out.
Oh, see, you don't see the beauty in the ugly girl that quick, I'll tell you for sure. But you can damn sure see the ugly in the hot girl and maybe get rid of her.
Oh, my God. So, anyway, we're going to have this crazy girl. And I last night I kept going, she's crazy. She's just crazy. And then this morning I was like, because I'm pregnant, I have different emotions. I was like, I feel so sorry for her. She's pathetic.
Well, let's see what emotion you have at like 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
because she's not crazy. I think she's just a pathetic woman.
right.
What's she going to say? Let's take bets now. I say she's going to, pretend they edited her that way.
I
as
was
they
caught
always
up in the
do.
moment and they gave us alcohol.
Yeah, they made it look bad.
Well, she's going to go with her smart card because she's highly educated. She's going to, talk in big words. I have that feeling.
Yeah.
And as a physician, you see, we have a connection to another physician. Because my whole thing with her is, what makes you think just because you're a physician, you're supposed to have an automatic connection with another physician?
Right.
You guys are socially inapt.
Oh, no, I know. Because when I ride my
Inept.
motorcycle, guys on their
Inept,
motorcycles always wave when they're going the other way. So doctors, they got
Not
that.
certain kind of motorcycles.
That's true. I don't wave. No Harley wave.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, only-
that's a prime example.
only
If
the
you have to
crotch
be on a
rockets.
certain kind of motorcycle
Yeah.
to wave. She's in oncology and he's in trauma.
Right. Yeah.
They don't wave
see?
at each other.
They don't wave. They pass in they notice each other, but they don't wave.
Exactly. All right. And also, we want to do our first call today. That's what the analysis will give her. I was trying to figure out what it was. I was going with school teachers don't find school teachers a connection because some molest kids
Yeah.
and some really love to teach.
Right.
Well, I was trying to figure out, how am I going to tell her just because you're a doctor doesn't mean that you have a doctor connection, because that was her whole thing. I can't believe another doctor wouldn't want me as another doctor and somebody that knows who's gone through doctor. And I'm like, wait, just because you're a school teacher doesn't mean you're automatically attracted to another school teacher, because some molest children and some teach children.
Right.
Was that a bad example?
We have time to work on it. The example. To
We'll
see.
fix it. She's not on until
Yeah.
8.
I like
little
her.
after 8.
I like his motorcycle.
Yeah,
wave thing.
motorcycle might be better.
Yeah, then okay. All right. Anyway, first call of the day, and for all you people that are calling about the midgets, we still want to know, how do you make a midget? 1-800-STAR-987.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
I'm a double XL.
Yay! First call of the day. I'm so excited. Pushing the random button. Who we have? It's Lee. Hi, Lee.
Hey, how's it going today?
Well, it is good, Lee, and you're the first call.
Yay!
Whoops.
So what are you guys up to today?
5'7.5", Lee, 152 pounds.
5'11", 185.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Welcome to our fat ass show.
Thank
so-
you. You guys rock.
Actually, Lee, we rule.
Yes.
This is true, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what can we do for you today, Lee?
I listen to you guys every time I'm in the L.A. area. I'm a truck driver from Fresno. I just want to let you guys know I think your show rocks, and I was hoping you maybe play a song for me.
Oh, Lee,
what
we
song,
are
Lee?
the request hour of power. Go ahead. What's your request?
All right, how about When in Rome, I Promise?
Oh, that's one we actually play.
Wow,
I
Lee,
thought it was going
Lee,
to be out there.
What? Why the love for the When in Rome? I promise.
Yeah.
It's actually a song that I dedicated to my wife when I met her.
You know what's funny about that song, and not to make everything about me, but let's do. When I dated this guy named Steve. Well, hold on. We'll actually play it, Jack, for the next song. So don't play it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The funny part is that was our song.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that guy Steve I dated in Kansas City, it was our song.
I couldn't tell you one word. I know the song.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think the right words
right.
to say. I know this don't matter.
Wow, I thought it was about Rome.
No, that's the band When in Rome.
I'm sorry, what, Lee?
I know it doesn't sound the way I planned it to be.
Yeah.
Lee, I wouldn't tell guys at the truck stop that's the song you requested.
No,
though.
you tell them you like Hank.
Yeah.
When you see those lot lizards, don't mention it.
No.
You like Hank.
There's more drivers out there that are my age that remember the 80s than there are anything else.
All right,
Rock
so
on.
Lee, here's what we're going to do. And we're going to record you, and it's going to be an official thing, okay?
All right.
I'm going to let Jack prepare.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah, sure. So what we're going to have you do is you're going to say something like this, but don't do it yet. You're going to go, hey, this is Lee, and when I'm driving my Peterbilt,
I'm a mean mother trucker.
and I'm listening to Star 98.7 with the most variety in the morning.
I don't drive a Peterbilt.
What do you drive?
A Freightliner.
Whatever,
Oh,
you know.
don't
Fill
off
in
the
your
trucks.
truck here.
Yeah,
Lee.
exactly. And when I'm driving my Freightliner, I like to listen to the most variety in the morning. Star 98.7. Here's When in Rome, the Promise. Okay,
All right,
something like
Lee,
that.
You have 22 seconds over the intro.
Okay, so yeah, so you know how radio people do it? They get so much time before the song actually starts.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You have 22 seconds to do what they call nail the post.
Rock on.
All right.
All right.
Got it.
Good luck, Lee.
All right.
Here we go.
When do I start?
Go.
Right
oh,
now.
Lee,
Tell me when to go.
Go.
go!
Hi, this is Lee. And when I'm driving my truck in the LA area, I like to listen to the best morning variety on Star 98.7. Here's When in Rome, I promise.
Yeah, very nice, Lee. That's
With
very
time to
nice.
spare.
That's very nice. I'd even keep the when do I go part.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Lee,
Yeah?
you're going to hear that in mere moments, okay?
All right.
All right, you hold on the line. We'll give you something pretty because you're the first. Go!
Hey, thank you, Lee.
Woo! That was Lee. That was hard.
Keep on
It was
trucking.
hard.
Here's David with how to make a midget.
Oh, cool.
Hello,
Hello.
David. How do we build a midget?
Build a midget as
Yeah.
in like a dwarf?
Yes, as in a little person.
Okay. Well, let's politically correct some stuff. I'm a surgeon, and that's my orthopedic surgeon, so I do that. But
You work on midgets?
No.
well,
it-
that's no.
is
Well,
it-
there are some of my patients are, but that's the M word for us. So watch out.
David, isn't there a difference? Aren't there dwarfs and midgets? Aren't they two different things?
Yeah. Well, the midget is the M word. Let's look at it that way.
Okay, well,
So
aren't there
we
little
can't really
people
say
and
that.
dwarfs? I thought one like had all in proportion, and the other one has a disproportionate body.
No, they have to have the gene to actually call it. The proper term is achondroplasia. I don't think you're gonna remember.
So
it, but-
you've got to have it.
Achondroplasia, subtalar arthrodesis.
Achondroplasia.
Bring it,
That's
bitch.
That's dwarfism, yeah. So, but it's a 50-50 chance. If your mom or your dad has it, if one of them is a dwarf and the other one isn't, it's always 50-50 to have it. Now, if they're both not a dwarf, it's a 25% chance. And if you're a carrier, it could pass 3 generations up to. But we do, do surgery when they're 12 years old. If they're like, 3'8", we could get them up to a feet, but it's pretty traumatizing. It takes 4 years. They put screws in where they adjust. They turn the knob once every day,
It's
and
like
that
a
adjusts
palate
the bone.
extender, but different.
Exactly. Yeah, so
You get a little
much-
key to turn your palate, and
Right.
the top of your mouth. You also
Yeah,
get one
you
to
gotta
turn your.
every day, and you do the legs first, and then 3 years later you do the arms. So it'll be
So,
portionate.
so David, everybody has the ability in their lives to build a midget.
No, you have to be a carrier of the gene.
So they
Yeah,
test for.
it's very rare. It's very rare.
Did they test
but-
me for that?
You could do a full genetic testing. It costs a lot of money if you do a full gene test.
I mean, but when they did a bunch of those tests, did we test for a little person?
if you really want to, but it's kind of costly and it's not.
But
Yeah,
you
what
gotta
am I-
have
what-
one in the family.
Really
David, what
simple.
she's asking is that part of the standard test in all the baby
No,
tests
it's
she
not.
has?
Not at all. No,
Oh,
it's
I
completely
need a little
different
person to.
you
Well,
don't
this
have
is
one.
what I told.
You would know. You would know because if you have it in your family tree, for sure you would know.
What
you-
about
you
if I have a
ba-
family bush? Because it's like a lot of inbreeding going on there. Now, let me ask you something, David. 2 questions, 2-part series. First of all, it's like I told my boyfriend last night. I said, you know what? If we have a little person, I'll be excited because they won't grow up, and it'll be like having a miniature poodle. You know how they're so much cuter for so long?
Right.
Yeah.
And that Webster was adorable. So
and a miniature snowboard.
Yeah, I think it'll be adorable. Number 2, is it harder to get into oncology or trauma, ER, or just ER?
Residency-wise, trauma.
Oh, so that guy thought he had it over the girl last
Well,
night.
oncology, if you're good with research, you're good, but it's,
No, but I mean, when you all finish your 4 years, right?
Or 5, yeah.
Yeah, and then you go and you have that little pool system where everybody's like with the best grades going into orthopedics or ophthalmology.
Top 10 percentile, kind of, yes. It's usually by demographics, whatever's needed most. It doesn't really have to do with genius or, who did the better.
I don't know. All you orthopods think you're smarter than everybody else. Because everybody wants to be an orthopedic surgeon, and so they take the best grades.
Is that because they don't have to look at nasty bungholes?
No, it's the weirdest thing, Jack. They can't screw in a screw in your house,
right,
but yet they can fuse together your bones.
That's right.
Yeah. And don't you think that you guys are socially inept a little bit?
No.
Little dorky.
Little dorky.
Depends on who it is. No, not me, not at all.
Common sense wise.
Because normal people go out with their friends drinking, and for fun, you guys hide cadaver hearts.
You should see what med students do. It's not even.
And they call them the carpenters of the body.
Ah,
yeah.
Nice. Well, kind of, yeah. I've heard that.
Yeah. I was married to one of you losers.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. But I know how to do a subtalar arthrodesis, and that's the only word I remember out of it, of the whole marriage.
Oh.
That and F you.
So there.
All right. Well, David, hold on the line. We're going to give you something pretty. Thank you for teaching us about little people.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a great day. And don't forget to listen to what's his name song coming up.
The Promise.
Lee,
Yeah,
the
very
trucker.
excited. Woohoo!
Jamie Devin.
I was just thinking, when I was like 20 years old, that was my boyfriend and I it was our song. And the man who's now impregnated me was 13.
God, he doesn't know when in Rome is.
Yeah.
I know. But isn't that kind of funny? Like, I was 20
Right.
years old in Kansas City. I was working at a radio station, and that was I was dating a 35-year-old guy. It was our song.
And he was at home playing the A-team with his friends.
And I know. And my boyfriend at the time, Steve, he had 2 girls, and I was like a mom during the summer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And my now boyfriend was playing A-team.
On his bicycle with his buddies. I'm Mr. T. I'm BA.
That happens all the time with my wife, and I was telling her a story about New Year's, which 90 to 91 or 89 to 90.
Yeah.
I was 19 or whatever, and we had gone to this concert, and I'm telling my wife, and she's like, I was 11.
Oh,
I was
isn't
at
it
home.
tragic?
I was at home in, strawberry shortcake jammies with my parents.
I was watching the girls jump on the trampoline, and they were asking me if somebody could spend the night, and I was making dinner for him, and he was on his freaking bicycle.
Right.
On his like little whatever, not a Schwinn. It was those little.
His Huffy?
Yeah, because with that bar in the middle
The
that
BMX bar with the pad around it.
Yeah, they just made those. I
Right.
think. Yeah.
Those pads were useless. You notice they don't put those on bikes anymore. That was just to get your hopes up that you wouldn't get hurt.
Jack, trust me, I still don't get why they put a bar for the boys.
Oh, across?
Yeah.
I don't get why
Your
they put
balls are there.
I don't
wrong.
get the slanty bar for the girls. Like, what, if it's not that bad for the boys, why can't the girls have the straight
Thank you.
across
I
bar?
A
know.
lady
That's
shouldn't hike her leg up like that. She should slide on
Oh, is
almost
that what it
side
is?
saddle.
Oh, it's all
Why
about
don't they take away
chivalry.
the bar for everyone?
Yeah, it is kind of mean.
I think it's a structure thing. I think it makes the bike better, like, to have the bar like that than to have that little slanty bar with that big opening.
I don't know. I think structurally they could probably figure it out.
I'll tell you this. Cycling is one of my favorite things, and I've been doing it for many, many years, and I've never hit my nuts on that bar.
You haven't?
No. So,
Yeah, but as a kid, when your foot slipped off, when it was a little rainy and your foot
Oh,
slipped
my
off
God.
and you hit your nuts then? Yeah.
yeah, or go over the handlebars. You ever hit something with the front wheel? Because those kids' bikes aren't that well made, and it would just stop the front wheel, and I was launched over the handlebars so many times, and that was pre-helmet law for kids.
I've hit my cooch plenty of times there, Jack, when the wet foot slipped off the little,
Oh.
and you go like this.
Yeah.
I don't know
Bad foot peg.
if anybody else had this happen, but making the transition from kid's bike with foot brake to big kid bike with handbrake, I remember the first
over the front.
where you slam your feet back and it just spins and you end up hitting a wall or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, because it was like you're going. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that. Here's Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
Hey, hi.
Hi. What can we do for you?
Great greeting right there, I must say.
Yeah.
You were talking about midgets. I've got the recipe right here. You
Okay.
see? Okay? You've got 2 parts tenderness and love, you hear. You've also got 3 parts
of a coffee beverage of your choice. It depends on which flavor you would
Hold
like.
on. Matt, can you come here a minute?
This might not be Matt's fault.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. He's Canadian. He doesn't-
Matt,
What happened?
did you take that phone call?
Who? Alex?
Did you take Alex?
Maybe. Might have been Monica.
Who was it? Was it you?
Who screened that
Who
call?
screened that call?
I have absolutely no idea.
You don't know if
Well,
you
me-
talked to Matt.
Who typed in
Alex.
I mean, Alex. I'm sorry.
Alex.
I think it might have been me.
Okay.
I think it was me.
Okay.
what happened?
Monica's out there selling you out.
He
so
said
it was
you knew
you.
how to build a midget. It was me? Yeah? Okay.
Why don't you just answer? So now we know you're a liar. That's his
Oh,
weakness.
Matt.
I remember it was like
I mean,
10 minutes ago.
Well, so what? You know if you answered the call or not. I mean,
There's
you're
a
not.
lot of calls.
Yes,
You guys
there
very
are. There.
popular.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Matt. So when Alex said, I have the recipe to build a midget, did you ask him what it was?
No. He sounded very happy about it. Why? What did he say?
He's sucking.
Matt's kind of sucking.
It's some kind of
Matt,
joke.
not you. What's his name?
Why did you
Alex
touch
kind of
us?
sucking.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Thanks, Dan.
So
Jamie confused me.
I know it's my fault. Will you go out there and on
Yeah.
your own time,
Yes.
okay, and find out how you build a midget, and then come back and tell us.
Find out how to build a midget.
Yeah,
Yes.
from
The
The
phone call
recipe.
you took.
from Alex.
Get the recipe for midget building from this
Yeah,
guy.
and
because he
then
has
you
like
come
a whole
back
thing.
and you tell the
Because it
class.
could just be his bad delivery.
Right, and
Right.
maybe you could change it up. All right, so go out there.
All
And, all right, thank you very much. So he's a liar.
Damn, Matt.
I think he's just confused.
Yeah, but that's Canadian. They lie.
And there's a whole thing about in the news today about how if you don't get enough sleep, your brain you lose
I
your
know.
short-term
Did you
memory,
see
which
that?
means we're all screwed.
Did you see that
Yeah.
brain study about sleep? All right, so we're going to tell you the sleep brain study. We're also going to play a clip from Star Jones, who's a nut
Oh,
job.
the 2020 interview.
I'm going to cough for you people. And why is
hot.
my cough button all the way over here?
Oh, that's a whole different issue.
You know, Robert Lyles is like, you should probably hit your cough button when you cough. I go, well, okay, that's great, but the way this piece of neatness is designed,
Everybody's over one.
here's my cough button, the one in front of me.
Hi. Jamie's cough button is mine, and I don't have a cough button.
But you have to admit that's kind of cool for you.
But why did they put his?
You can control stench.
You know why they did it like that?
Why? Sorry.
Because most radio stations build their things for the morning show.
Uh-huh.
Here, the morning show is more of an inconvenience.
We are islands in the stream. That is what we are.
Jamie Jack and
It is trouble. All right, I just want to do this. This is a little side action for y'all. I know you're excited, but it's time for Let's Call Old People.
Oh, I love that.
Old people rule.
Didn't we used to have a thing?
Yeah, I probably could find it if you.
Oh, you know what, Jack? I should probably prepare you. For
No,
these
I
things.
think it's dated, Jack. I don't think it'll work.
I think it says our old
yeah,
names.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it's time to call old people. We'll put that on our agenda of things to do, though.
Yeah, I'll make a new call old people.
call old
You
people.
know how much I love to call old people.
10.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
George.
Yeah.
How
Hi.
are ya?
Oh, I'm all right.
Well, that's good, George. It's Jamie Jack and Stench. You're on the radio in Los Angeles.
Hi, George.
So, George, I'm reading in the newspaper today, and it says 10 siblings reach 70 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
It says they're 782 years old and counting altogether.
Yeah, there's 10 of us.
Eh.
6 boys living, and I'm the oldest. And 6 girls, there's 4 boys, 6 girls. The youngest, Margaret, lives in Kansas. She's 71 right now.
And so the let's see here, 71 is the baby and 86 is the oldest. You're the oldest?
Well, there's 2. I have a sister and a brother dead. The sister, she died. Just a minute.
Uh-oh.
George, you okay?
The sister, Eileen, she died in April 4th, 97. She was 79.
Oh, and how old are you again, George?
How's that?
How old are you again? How old are you?
Yeah.
Are you 86, George?
And Harold, he
Yeah.
died in January the 14th, 91. He was 69. If he'd lived till October the 21st, he'd have been 70.
Well, I'll be gosh darn. That is amazing that all of you have lived so long.
Well, I don't know. Of course, I never drank or smoked any.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I had some sisters, I think.
How
did.
long have you never drank or smoked, George?
Yeah.
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 And so some of your sisters were tramps?
How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of your sisters drank and smoked?
Well, I think some of them did.
Yeah.
Might have been a few of them, not very many, I don't think.
Oh, and they didn't tell you? Oh. And so you're married to Ira?
What?
Ira?
Your wife?
Well, she just had left. She had to go to the doctor this morning. She had an appointment. She had to leave.
Oh. Does she drive?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she does?
Oh, yeah.
How old's
Yeah,
Ira?
she's 2 years younger than I am.
Oh, okay.
Love that.
And how old is that?
Well, we celebrated her 66th wedding anniversary December the 9th.
Wow. That's good.
And how old's Ira?
2 years younger than George,
I
dummy.
know. How old's Ira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old?
Pardon me, I got hearing aids.
Oh, no
Oh,
problem.
no, you're great.
You're doing a great
you're
job,
do-
George.
You're doing a great job, George.
Amazing, you guys.
She drive a big car?
I know, that's funny. What kind of car does she have?
Car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it's 96 Olds.
Oh,
Good
they're
car.
big.
That's a good car, George.
Yeah.
Now, George, what did you do for a living?
Well, I done a little everything. In 37, I worked about 3 months on the railroad as a section hand, and then I worked a little over 45. Well, from June the 20th, I think it was, till September the 1st, over 45 years at sand plant, Central Silica.
Oh, and what did you do there?
Well, I done a little of everything. I run a bulldozer for better than 25 years.
Oh, yeah.
I was on the maintenance, and I just a little of everything.
Well, you're a hard worker.
Well, I was married and I was a teenager. My parents set us up, my grandparents, they were on a farm. And when I was big enough to do anything at all, I worked up there.
I see.
They'll put you to work young on the farm.
And
Yeah.
it's never bothered me to get out and work.
Well,
I still work some.
All right.
oh, well, George, you don't have to do that anymore.
Well, yeah, I don't hardly make enough to keep going the way the prices are.
Yeah, but you make enough to get a 2006 Oldsmobile.
1996.
96.
Whoops.
Yeah, 10 years old.
Well, jokingly, I think I found out why we live so long.
And
Why?
why is that, George?
Well, if you went to the store and bought some supply of meats, you'd bring it home, put it where it's cold, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Right?
Well, my mother was an Ice, George Ice's daughter, before she was married, so we got a lot of ice in our blood.
Oh, George. That's funny. That's probably why.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. That is too funny. Hey, how'd you meet Ira?
How's that?
Where did you meet Ira?
Well, she's born from West Virginia, and they moved out here on the farm. And I met her when she went to school.
Oh.
My dad was a janitor down there at school, and we had kids that had to help clean. That's where I met her.
Oh, your dad was a janitor?
How's that?
Yeah.
So when the kids puke, did you sprinkle that weird stuff that turns orange on the puke? Remember that?
Well, I got one sister, Margaret. She lives in Eureka, Kansas.
Oh, Eureka!
And I got a sister and brother lives in Florida.
Oh, nice, Florida.
One sister lives in Zanesville, and the others live up around Newark.
You're all spread out.
And
Right.
so
Hey, and George, how many kids do you have?
I got one son,
One son. How old's he?
and he lives. Oh, he lives just out of Pickering down here, just not too far from Columbus. That's a suburb of Columbus.
Is he in the sand business too?
How's that?
Is he in the sand business as well?
Does he drive a bulldozer?
No.
No. What does he do?
No. I can't afford one of those.
Yeah, I can't
Me either.
Those are expensive.
What does your son do for a living?
How's that?
Your son, what's your son's job?
First job.
No, yeah.
Your
First job.
son.
What does your son do for a living?
Well, my son, I don't know whether he's working right now.
Oh.
I don't know. He seems to have more trouble keeping a job than I did.
Oh. And how old is your son?
Well, let's see. He was born in February of 41.
41. Let's see.
65.
Yep.
Around-
Well, shouldn't he be retired now?
Is he?
Yeah, he should be retired.
Well, He's more or less been retired most of his life.
Oh, George, how many kids does he have?
We got just one son.
No. How many kids does he have?
He's got two grandsons.
Oh, good.
Do they?
Who
two
are probably
grandsons
in their 30s.
40s.
And
two great-grandsons.
Holy Toledo. And do they all have different moms?
How's that?
Good luck.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, George,
Yeah.
you are really an awesome guy. Is there any secrets to living this long you want to tell everybody besides the ice thing?
Well, I'm like a sad friend of mine said, I'm not afraid of work. I've been fighting it for years.
Then what happened with your son? How come you couldn't teach him a good work ethic?
Oh, that was
happen.
ambitious of you.
That'll happen.
Hey, George,
Yes?
thank you for being on our show.
Thank you, George.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. And
I feel dignified.
well, I don't know about that, and congratulations for being in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, we certainly thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
You have a
George.
great
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
All right. See you later, George.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Here's what I know about George.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I know George started working 69 years ago. He's been married for 66 years and has a 65-year-old son, but I have no idea how old he is.
He got married as a teenager, which means the oldest he could be is 66 plus 19.
He wouldn't tell us.
I know he wouldn't tell us.
Are you guys tired?
Yeah.
That was like a lot of work. I just wanted to scream. But you have to be respectful
How
of
old
it.
are you? Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, my
I
God.
love George.
I like
George,
too.
10 siblings, reached 70 years
Wow.
old. The 10 siblings who grew up in Eastern Ohio have earned a spot in the 2007 Guinness Book of World Records. There you go.
Jamie Jackins.
By the way, well, I'll just let her say it. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Hi, Katie. Wonderful,
You guys
Katie.
are awesome. I've been listening to you forever.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your support and your love.
It's wonderful, too, because I just started my semester of college, and I can listen to you super early in the morning on my way to school. So.
And what are you going to be when you grow up?
I'm going to be a dental hygienist.
Oh, very, very nice. Yeah, hey, Jack, what number is this one? That's number 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know which
right
way
there.
you count from.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got them all numbered, Katie. We got our teeth all numbered right here in the studio.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You guys are funny. Well, I know how old George is.
Well, no, you don't. You think you do.
Yeah.
Do I think I do? Okay. I think he's 86.
You think that because he said the oldest is 86, but
And
then
he said he was the oldest.
But then he started going through all these people that were dead, so we
Yeah.
don't know if he's 86.
Oh, okay. I thought he said that he was 86. So.
At oldest, he's 86.
I thought he said, this is what I thought he said. I thought he said, well, the oldest is 86, and then we had Tom who died, and Bob who died, and John who died.
And one girl died, but she drank and smoked and was a big whore.
Right, and then I said, so, are you the oldest? And they said, well, then Tom and what, my sister?
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking that he just couldn't hear you, so I thought he said that he was 86 and that he was the oldest, and then he was just listing off all the people that had died in his family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he is 86. I mean, the news story said he's 86, but he just kind of went all around it.
Every time we
okay.
asked, he avoided it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
really
yeah,
don't
he
think he
couldn't
was
hear you.
skirting it. I think he just didn't hear
Yeah.
us.
Oh, well, there's that, Jack. I think that he was trying to be rude.
You think that he was like he had
Yeah.
some kind of covert plan to
Totally
not tell us?
trying to be rude right
Old
there.
Ohio guy.
Hey, Katie, are you in a relationship?
I am, actually.
How long?
Actually, we just celebrated our one-year anniversary on December 12th.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
so sweet. That's very nice. Let me ask you this, Katie,
Uh-huh.
because it's a little something that I've gone through, and I was just wondering, because I talked about it a little bit yesterday. Do you ever tell your boyfriend he can't do something?
It depends on what it is. Usually,
Don't lie.
he's a pretty free person, so I let him do what he wants as long as it's like, I mean, he knows to not disrespect me, and I know not to disrespect him, so...
Have you ever, let's say he said he was going to go, I don't know, to Vegas with a bunch of his guy friends. Have you ever said, you know what, you cannot go?
No. He went for his brother's bachelor party in October, and they went with a bunch of guys. But
Bachelor party.
he's 31, so he's kind of at the age where he doesn't really want to, compromise what he has now because he's getting older. So he's a good guy. I trust him.
But see, Jack says it's something that just men learn. Here's what happened, Katie. The snowboarder was out with some of his friends and so forth, blah blah blah, and it was no big deal. And I told him to go out, have fun. Well, then at about, 2:30 in the morning, he calls me and he's like, Brandon, this friend of his, he's having like an after party after the show. He went to a show. He's like, he's having this after party. And I said, you cannot go. Get your ass home right now. I am pregnant. It is 3 a.m. It is a Saturday night. You do not need to be out past 3 a.m.
Okay.
But then I felt shame, like I was a mother or something. And I felt like, do I have a right to tell my boyfriend or husband, no, you can't do something? Do you have a right?
God,
I think when you're pregnant, all the rules go out the window.
Maybe
so
that's
I think that you're the queen.
Pregnant my ass. Listen, I couldn't go see Ralphie May on Saturday night.
Why?
Remember Ralph? I wanted to go. My wife's like, no.
She told you no?
No, you can't go, and gave me this whole trip about we spend no time together, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I just want to go to the early show of Ralphie at the Improv. And she was
no.
totally bent, and I didn't get to go.
Oh,
boy.
All right. But see, the thing is, I don't think I should have the right to tell somebody they can't do something.
Well, there's got to be a mutual respect. And, I don't think that you should be controlling him or he shouldn't have to feel like he's being taken advantage by you. But, if he knows that you're pregnant and that you're, by yourself, if I was him, I'd be like, I can't wait to get home to my wife or
That's
girlfriend.
what I told him he should have said. I said, you should have called and said, oh, my God, I miss you so much. It's 3 a.m. I'm coming right home.
Right.
But that's a whole different Oprah. That's totally different. But then I thought, if he ever told me I couldn't do something, I think I'd flip out.
Well, yeah.
It was 3 a.m.
You know what I mean? Like, Katie,
Yeah.
if somebody told you couldn't go somewhere or do something or wear something, and you're an adult capable of making adult decisions.
It would be a little frustrating. I would agree with that.
But I told him to get his ass home. You can't go.
Okay, but there's some truth to that. I don't know, some saying about nothing good happens after 12 midnight or whatever.
Right.
That's true.
Oh, no, I've had a lot of good things happen after 12
Exactly.
midnight.
Good
Yeah,
things.
exactly. You're part
my
of our
point.
problem, Katie. That's why you had to get his ass home, because you little college girls. Remember how I put this to you yesterday? What was the question? Do you have the right to tell your mate no? But I put it in a different way. Do you remember exactly the sentence I told you in that email I sent you yesterday?
I think that was exactly it. Do you have the right to tell your mate no?
Do you? I don't know. It's not that hard, but yesterday I feel like I put it in a more creative way. Do you have the right to tell
Saying no to your husband, should you be allowed not to allow your spouse to do something?
I was way more creative yesterday.
Yeah, you write better after the show.
Saying no to the significant other. Do you have the right to say no to the significant other? Do you have the right to tell them no?
Well, as soon as you do, though, then they have the right to say no to you, and they'll use it. You tell me no, like, trust me, I'm going to use the no card on my wife pretty soon for not letting me go to Ralphie May.
You're going to tell your wife no, you can't do something.
Oh, absolutely. Or I
She
want to
won't
go
listen
here
to
with
you.
whoever.
She won't listen to
Or
you at all.
what'll happen is then I won't go and I'll shut her down and she'll be like, we're going here or we're doing this. And I'll say, no, I'm not. No, I'm
But
not
do you
going.
think women actually make decisions where you could say no?
Oh, all the time. I'm always going to dinner or meeting or something with her all the time that I don't
I don't
really
mean
want to
like
do.
something like that you don't want to do. That's a different Oprah. That is
Yeah.
a different Oprah. That's where you're involved and you don't want to go. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that. I'm talking about where you tell her you can't wear that, or
we
you
wouldn't
can't
have
go
that.
out with
Yeah.
your friends, or you have to, no, you cannot go. I'm not talking about
it's not
we're
the-
not going to dinner with the
Yeah,
in-laws, because
yeah.
that's a
It's not
pain in the
it's
ass
more
one.
that kind of no as opposed to where a guy's gonna call you and say, I'm gonna go. We're at this bar right now, but we're going to another bar, and I'll be home probably about 4 a.m.
No, get your ass home. You're not going.
Yeah, they're different no's, but
And then I was like, I don't think I've ever told a guy that they can't do something. But then again, I've never had a guy call me at 3 a.m.
Right.
telling me he's still going out. And then again, I've never been pregnant with a guy calling me at 3 a.m.
didn't want you to worry.
At
Called
least
you
he
3 a.m.
called.
It's considerate.
Oh, actually, I called first.
Ooh.
He was getting ready to. Here's Erica. Hi, Erica.
Good morning, you guys.
Hi.
Jamie, isn't it kind of weird that you had to call him first?
No.
Yeah, Erica, there was that discussion.
He thought she was sleeping and didn't want to wake her up. Duh!
Yeah,
Exactly
no,
what he
Jamie,
said.
You said it yesterday. You have a 30-year-old kid. He is not going to call his mom to say, "Can I stay out later?" No, he's going to try and get away with it because he thinks you're sleeping, and won't notice that he's not home.
Yeah, so I just woke up out of nowhere, you guys, at 2 a.m., and I call him. He's like, I was just going to call you.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, okay, well, why didn't you? Well, then I thought you were sleeping. I'm going to go over to Brandon's house, and I just flipped out. I go, no, you are not. Absolutely effing not. You're getting your ass in that car, and you're driving home right now.
How could he think that's even okay to go to Brandon's house?
I don't know, Erica.
We're out already. Jamie's home asleep. I'm going to go to Brandon's house.
He's like, I haven't been out in 4 months. The one time I go out.
Neither of you, Jamie.
I know.
You're freaking got his stupid old kid in your stomach.
I know.
Hey,
I'm with her. I'm with her.
I'm not with either one of you here.
He's like, I haven't been out in 4 months. And the one time you tell me I go out, now I'm in trouble.
It's not a ticket to stay out all night.
It's a moderation thing.
Yeah, he kind of over-moderated.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
So, Erica, are you in a relationship?
Yes.
And do you feel like you have the right to tell somebody no?
I think he knows better.
See, that's what Jack said that they learn.
Yep.
Well, but yeah, I don't know why yours hasn't learned yet.
It's still early. He's getting better. He did something the other day, and I was like, oh, he learned. I can't remember what it was, but remember I even told you.
I don't know.
was like,
You better remind me, Jack, before I get pissed off again today.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was something we had discussed, and I said, he'll figure that one out, and he did, so he's slowly coming around.
Yeah.
Well, right, but how long are you going to wait? I mean, he needs to...
Let me tell you something, Erica. This boy, he's never really been in a relationship.
Right.
He's been a player.
I don't know.
So we have to start from scratch on this one.
Right, but that's a lot of work.
Oh, especially being pregnant. I don't have time for it. But it's like I don't even want to talk about it because now I'm getting my panties in a wad and I don't even have any on.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
He has to realize that he's going from player to play dater. So, he's stay
going
home.
to,
I don't know if he'll ever be ready for play dater.
He's going from
Always a
player to
player.
playtime.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I think that he might be on the phone. Hold on. You can talk to him, okay?
Oh, boy.
I know.
Oh, boy.
Hey, honey.
Hello, beautiful.
Meet Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Good morning.
How are you?
Erica's a hater, dude. Watch out.
Full hater. Jeez.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, we need to make like the snowboarder hour of power so I can clear myself every week.
Well, but why did you go out Saturday night and then not even call her?
Because my girlfriend, Jamie there that you've been talking to, she has been hassling me to go out. You never go out with your friends. Go out with your friends. I'm always like, no, I don't want to go out. I just didn't really feel like going out. And the one night that she's like, come on, go out. And I'm like, well, you're coming with me, right? She's like, yeah. And then right before we decide to go out, she decides that she doesn't want to go, which I understand,
Great.
She's pregnant. She's getting big. She's beautiful. Got a big belly.
See, why do you do that?
Bob and weave it.
Yeah.
So I decided to go out with this guy that she's been wanting me to go out with. This guy, Brandon, super nice guy. Like,
Brandon's cool.
It's not some,
Jenner, Brandon Jenner.
Whore,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
He's a
not
cool kid.
Some crazy, kind of band groupie thing that Jamie had accused me of, calling me a groupie or whatever.
That's our James.
Yeah, but
what I guess what it is okay, you go out, but usually normal people go out till 2 and come home.
You're absolutely right. And what happened was, okay, I went out there with the idea that I was just going to have like 2 drinks because I don't drink more than 2 drinks and drive because I don't want to get a DUI.
Yeah.
So I go out, have 1 drink, and I call her at 10 o'clock, say, honey, would you want to come pick me up later? Because I'm thinking that I might want to have a couple drinks. I already sucked down my first drink. It's only 10 o'clock, and they haven't even started playing yet.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, well, I don't know. Just call me later, and we'll see what's up. Just stay at Jeff's tonight. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. So I'll stay at my friend.
Liar!
I can't imagine her saying that
Liar!
anyway.
You were mad about it.
Honey,
though.
you said,
like, fine,
I'm
you
just
said
going to
whatever,
stay
just
over at
stay there.
Jeff's house. I go, well, what happened to coming over at, because the last thing you said to me when you kissed me was, I'm going to be home early. I'm going to be home at midnight.
Yes,
and I said to you, what happened to, I'm coming home early. I'm going to be home at midnight. And you're like, well, I think I might drink, so I'm just going to spend the night at Jeff's house. And I go,
No.
real?
Logical.
Oh, my God,
No,
yes,
honey.
you did.
Hey, baby.
Oh.
Breathe. Remember our practicing
Don't
class? Breathe.
talk to me like that. I'll kill you.
Tiger.
So condescending.
Oh.
No, it's not condescending.
Yes,
He's
it
trying
is.
to help her breathe. Sometimes she needs to breathe a little different.
Wow.
Honey, I love you. Hey, I love you.
And okay, so we have a difference there, but other than he was going to spend the night there, at 2:00 you decided to change your mind and not
So-
let him spend the night out. and
No,
called him.
I called him.
Hey.
What?
Listen. So she's like, oh, whatever, just stay at Jeff's. And I'm like, well, I don't necessarily want. I'm like, well, I'll call you in a bit and see what's going on. Because I was thinking maybe Jeff won't drink, and he can drive me back. Maybe you'll decide to wake up and come pick me up, or maybe I'll just decide to come back, right?
Yeah, I'm in bed
Whoever
because
wants to get out of bed to come pick someone
exactly.
up.
I'm in bed at 10 o'clock on Saturday night because my boyfriend had left me kissing me on the forehead, saying, "Honey, I'll be home early. I'm going to come back at midnight. I love you. I'm only going to stay out for a little bit." And
Got
then,
out, he was having fun, things changed.
then he calls me at 10 o'clock. I might stay at Jeff's tonight.
It's Saturday night. I'm out with.
Guess what? You're a daddy
one of
to
my
be. You
two
got to
friends.
get used to staying
Hey,
home.
hey,
Hey,
hater.
and I'm fine
Be
with
quiet.
that. I have 4 months left to actually go out until 2:00. Once the
no,
baby
you
comes, I
don't.
won't be going out at all. So don't you worry about that.
So then you didn't call me.
You're right. I didn't call you until like 1:30.
Yeah.
Having
Oh,
fun.
who called who?
Hey, ow.
But you called me.
Volume.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
you woke up. Because
Uh-huh.
I knew you were sound asleep, and I knew that the first second you woke up that you were going to call.
Oh, why would I? So
And
you
honey,
thought I
honestly-
was going to miraculously
honestly-
wake up and call you?
Yeah, pregnant ladies wake up a lot.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what you said the other night. You said I was
Well, honey,
I was
I mean,
walking
is it
outside
really-
calling you.
Is it real? I was. I totally was.
Well, which
Like,
is it? You
everything
knew
was-
I'd wake up and
everything
call
was-
you, or you were walking outside calling me?
Both.
It was both, actually.
Oh, really? You're shocking.
It
Honey,
was loud inside. You got to
I mean,
go
is
outside to
it-
call.
baby, I went
What?
3 hours without calling you. It doesn't mean that I don't love you any less. It doesn't mean that
It
I'm not
was
out being
2
responsible.
a.m., lovely.
It was like 1:30 when I talked to you, yeah.
And what'd you say? Oh, I'm going to go over to Brandon's, dude. They're everybody getting together over
I
there.
was thinking about, those guys were giving me crap because they wanted, they've been trying to get me to come out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time I come out, the guys are like, man, just come over. We're gonna go and just hang out at the house and
Burn one.
well, maybe.
You're going to burn a fatty.
Hold on. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Okay.
Erica, I need your help. I need you to pipe in again and say, you really shouldn't be going out past 2, and she's pregnant and all that stuff, and why didn't you call her and all that crap?
Oh, I'll
What am I
try.
calling it?
Oh, Erica,
What?
don't help out.
Well, Stench,
Jamie
I
does.
don't see why
Jamie
you
does
can't.
plenty of good job of kicking his ass on her own.
Ask Stench how many times he went out to 2 in the morning when his wife was pregnant.
That's what I
bet
said.
It wasn't that many because I
That's
know
what I
my
said.
days of partying ended pretty much when that pregnancy was known. You know what I mean?
You guys are
But-
smart.
But
Okay,
she
I'm
was
back.
telling me to go out, and I would like, fine, I'm going out. Then I'm going out that night.
All right, so
Well,
anyway,
you have
Erica.
Baby,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right that I'm not going to be going out and getting trashed and crazy and hanging out with, hookers and hoes and doing a bunch of coke and all that crazy stuff. That
What
all
a
you guys
wuss.
do. I don't do any of that stuff.
I know you
love
don't.
I love you to death. I respect you.
No, you don't respect me because I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because it's like I told you when I told you, you get your ass home and you're not going over to Brandon's house. Get your ass home right now. It's 3 a.m.
And that was my instinctive guidance saying, what? What is it? And then I came to my realization and decided, okay, I've had 3 drinks. If I get pulled over, I'm going to get a DUI. But I'd rather get a DUI than make you upset.
And you know what? I totally feel you right there.
Oh,
if it
my
came down
God.
to getting the dog out at home or getting DUI, I'm driving drunk.
I'm getting dizzy from the spinning.
Thank you, Jack.
I have no concerns of whether or not I can get myself home. Like, I could
No.
be half
That's what
conscious and
taxi
get
cabs
myself
are
home.
for.
This is what I told you that night when I told you get your ass home. I said, I hope to God your father didn't treat your mother like that when she was 5 months pregnant. I hope
He's
to
a
God.
crazy Turk. He probably drank Rocky all the time.
I told you, I said, I hope your father didn't call your mother when she was 5 months pregnant at 3 a.m. and say, I'm still going out. And I hope that my.
Actually, there's a funny story about him.
His dad
And
called and said,
he got in bad trouble for it, too.
And I hope that
And
my.
you didn't learn from that?
No, because I don't know who raised this kid. And I don't think that my dad treated my mom that same way and didn't, come home at 3 a.m. when my mom was 5 months pregnant and call him and say, I can see Bob going, Nan, I'm going to stay out and go over to some guy's house because I know you're at home pregnant.
And sleeping.
And I'm going, and then he says to me, and I'm spending the night over at Brandon's.
I wouldn't want to wake you up either.
I was staying at Jeff's.
Well, whoever. It doesn't matter. You're too old to have a slumber party. You're 30 years old
baby,
now.
Hey,
what?
You're right, and I'm wrong, and I see my error in my ways, and I'm sorry, and I love you, okay? And you know me. I won't be out partying till 3 in the morning every night. Come on. I was like, the one time I've gone out without you in forever.
I know, but it was.
I mean, come on.
It's the principle.
I know, and you're right.
Erica, where are you?
I'm here.
And if you were out with me, we'd have to come home early because you're all pregnant and stuff. So I was just having fun.
Wait, let's ask this.
What if Stench and I just hang out?
Wait, let me ask this, and I know we have to go to break. Jack, Stench, you ever just answer honestly?
Okay.
You ever call your wives while they're pregnant? At 3 a.m., you're out with your friends, and then tell them, not only am I going to go to an after party, but I'm spending the night.
No.
Because there are things called taxi cabs. I don't care if you have 3 drinks, 10 drinks. Taxis get you
But
home.
let me ask the two guys who've had
that's
wives
true.
pregnant.
I didn't consider that option that night.
No,
That was my
but
only
wait.
concern was driving.
I'm asking 2 men that's had 2 wives pregnant.
Right.
Would you ever call your wife at 3 in the morning? Oh, I'm sorry, have her call you.
Right.
And then let her know you're going to an after party and you're spending the night.
No.
Come on, guys.
If I was drunk and I didn't want to drive, I would.
Shut up! But that's not what the
never even
question
been to
was.
an after
That
party.
wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. Have you done that while your wife was pregnant? Have you done it while your wife's not pregnant?
Yeah, I've called her late at night and got in trouble drunk. But yes.
But Stench, answer the question.
But when she was pregnant, no, that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen, right?
No.
And you would never in your life go out till 3 a.m. and then tell her you're spending the night at Buddy's house while she's pregnant.
If I thought I could get away with it, yes, I would.
But you know you could.
But you know you couldn't.
Why snowboarder thinks he can.
Because he thinks I'm an idiot.
We don't need your help,
It's not that
Erica.
you're an idiot. It's that I would think that you would say, you know what, you're out with your friends. I trust you, which that's a whole other issue. That I know you don't trust me, but
Right. Yeah. So
I
you'd
would
think
like-
right
I would
there.
like to think- I would
You'd
like to
think right
think
there
that-
you'd call.
We haven't even brought that up yet.
Yeah.
Hey.
What?
I know, and that's the whole reason that won't happen is because she doesn't trust me, and I understand that, and that's why I came home and I hugged my baby and I loved
After you
her and I
got your
kissed her.
ass reamed, you came home?
Hey, now.
What?
After you got your ass reamed, that's when you came home.
Yep.
And then we weren't speaking.
I'm a broken in man now.
Oh.
That was the wrong way to go.
Bye.
I like him. He's funny.
7.
Okay, I didn't want to make this all about, shocker, but this time I didn't really want to make it all about us. I really wanted to get into the discussion because I wanted to get your opinions about if you're in a committed relationship, be it married or dating or whatever, do you have the right to tell somebody no? No, you cannot go. No, you cannot wear that. No, you can't go to Vegas with your friends. No, you can't go to Havasu. No, you will stay home with me. No, you will do this, that, the other thing.
Yeah. I think yes, you do on certain things. I don't think you
You don't.
What do you mean?
You don't have the right to say no to your wife.
Oh no, but she can tell me no. Definitely.
I think no, you don't. I think no, you don't, but everyone does. And then once someone does, you do it to me, I'm going to do it back to you, and it's one of those deals.
I think that your wife tells you also. I think both of you are in relationships where your wife tells you no, but you don't really tell no.
Right.
Yeah, but you're right in the situations. Like, I want to go somewhere, she'll say no. She wouldn't want to do that.
She ignores him. Remember the whole kid in school thing? He put his foot down, and then she just took the kid and enrolled her.
Didn't care.
Didn't care what he had to
I
say
know.
at all.
Oh, that's true. You did say no. You said no to something, which is a different Oprah, not to her necessarily. But
Right, but to something she wanted to do.
Right,
and
you
just
said no.
And she looked at him and smiled and laughed
Did
and
it
walked
anyway.
away and did it.
Because I will tell you, I thought about that in regard to this situation. I thought, because I told him, get your ass home right now.
Right.
And I thought, what if he says, no, I'm not going to do what you say?
Right.
Well, he would have had all the stuff in a box.
Right.
See? It's crap. So basically, what we've learned here is that women can say no to the men, but the man can't say no, or it's like an issue and we're breaking up.
There you go. You're learning. But
It's
I
a
also
bunch
would
of
say,
crap.
in the women's defense, we don't do idiotic, stupid things where you would have to say no.
also, you...
No, you can't go to a strip club. Like, a man does not have to tell me, no, Jamie can't go to a strip club.
Right. But also, in, like, your case and Stench's wife's case, you guys have the upper hand because it's your houses, too. Like, if it was his house, you wouldn't have the option of throwing his stuff out.
I don't know. I don't think it matters because Craig Rossi, our boss,
right?
He bought a house with his wife.
Yes, I know.
Like a collective
house. When they got married, they got a house together.
But it's her bedroom, and it's her house.
Well, that's just a woman thing. Yeah. It's always everybody's bedroom is the wife's bedroom.
He said, I was listening to Stench, and I heard him say that his wife said, yeah, you can put it in my room. And he's like, I realize my wife says you can put it in my room all the time, and I bought that house.
Dude, it's so trained that last night I was in the back room where the computer is working, and the baby came back and said, I want to sleep in Daddy's room, and came back there.
See, the little workroom. I think my dad had like a room where
the baby's trained. She wants to stay back there.
Tied flies and did all that. You know, like everybody. It's since Leave It to Beaver age.
I have a corner because our house isn't big enough to have a room. I have where the computer is and like my stuff is on a bookshelf. I mean, that's all I get is a computer table and my bookshelf. But that's my corner.
You got a corner. Sweet. I've seen him do amazing things with corners on that home show.
I want one of those offices under stairs. You ever see that on those like home shows?
Oh, yeah.
I want one of those where I can be under in my little like cave under the stairs.
Here's Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I'm just agreeing with Jamie.
Good.
Because I am in a committed relationship of 2 years. We live together. And you know what? He never goes out till 3 a.m. I'm not pregnant or anything, but he would never go out at 3 a.m. and call me and say, can I stay longer or spend the night? That's ridiculous. We're not like 16 and like slumber parties.
That's what I tell him. You're 30 years old. You're too old for a slumber party.
I mean, unless it's his like bachelor party or like once every 2 years, it's like a guy's night out. Fine, but
he hadn't done anything like that in a long time.
He's like, well, I didn't want to drink and drive, but yet. He said, well, then why don't you come and get me? Well, I'm in bed. I don't want to go to Malibu to come get you.
Right. Yeah, you're 5 months pregnant. Girlfriend's going to wake up at 3 and pick you up like you're a baby.
Well, she's got to pee all the time. She might be waking up every 30 minutes.
I love that he said he knew I was going to call him. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even want to talk about it.
He knew what he was doing was wrong.
Exactly, and that's the bottom line. Right. That's the bottom line.
Like when you're 16 and you're after your curfew and your mom's going to call because she's pissed.
Hey, I feel like you think he's a baby.
Now it took an ugly turn for Jamie.
That was my whole point of having this discussion. Go ahead.
If they act like a baby, you have to treat him like a baby. If he would act like a normal adult, then you wouldn't treat him like that.
And see, that's what my whole point was about having this conversation in regards to are you allowed to say no? Because I think so often women become the moms in the relationship, and I am terrified. I do not want to be the mom in the relationship.
Yeah, but I think that they make us be like that because they act like children.
Exactly, and I don't want to be the mom. I don't want to say, like, I know that in Jack's relationship, his wife is the mom, and I haven't really been around Stench and his wife that much because she doesn't like us and she doesn't hang out with us.
Doesn't like me either.
But I know that Jack's wife controls the whole house, the whole everything, and she's the mom.
I will tell you this, though. Sometimes it's a setup to go hang out with your friends, like, because I never go out. My wife always... And, it's inevitable. If I actually go out and do something, I'll do something stupid. I mean, I have no desire really. She'll force me. And then once I get out, of course I'm going to have way too many drinks or whatever. And then I'm in trouble.
It's like the dog that you leave the gate open. What does it do? He gets out of that backyard and he runs like hell until he falls over and collapses because he's so crazy to get out.
That's why I'd much rather...
Then they come back when they need a snack.
We're hungry.
I'd much rather stay at home. And then my wife will be like, you're boring. You never go do anything. And then I'll be like, if I go and do something, I know I'm going to get in trouble. Why would I want to go do something? I can just stay at home and stay out of trouble.
But the thing is, but still going back to that, I don't want to be your mom, Jack.
Right.
I didn't get into this relationship to be your mother.
Then leave me alone. Let me do what I want to do and shut up.
Well, isn't it the same thing?
That sounded really mature. Then let me do what I want to do.
I want to do what I want to do. Shut up. Stop bitching
How
at me.
old are you?
37.
Oh, my God.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.